So as you have probably known or seen, the Chronicles of War event has been happening. And as usual, when these events happen, a lot of people complain because they're not ever perfect. And today I'm going to complain about it, but not for the usual reasons. Personally, I feel that the challenges, their difficulty is a bit irrelevant. There will be people who complete them, there'll be not. I don't know how Gaijin judge this. I know they don't want everyone to have these vehicles, but they want to give them away. I don't know. But it's not that the challenges are hard. The challenges are bad. They're dumb. They're real simple. Simple in thought, not in doing. They can be difficult too. The challenges for tanks are destroy 40 enemies, get the achievement supporting fire 5 times, win 10 games with 70% activity, finish a battle first place 4 times, whether you win or lose, and destroy either 12 in AB, 6 in RB, and 3 in SimB. And for planes, they're the same but slightly lesser. Destroy 30 enemies, get supporting fire 4 times, win 10 games with 60% activity, finish first in the battle 4 times, destroy 10 enemies in AB, 3 in RB, and 2 in SB in 1 battle. These challenges they're basically the same as they were last year and in just about every other event that Gaijin's had for quite some time since I've been playing the game. Actually, I think when I first started playing the game, they had an event like this, and it was just get kills. Got some good vehicles out of that event. But the issue with this is that it's not like you can just take out your favorite vehicle and attempt to grind these, because you have to do them in certain themed events that are supposed to represent certain battles during the Second World War. The bad parts come in when you realize these events aren't exactly balanced, so they tend to play out the same regardless of the vehicles. The main ones people are going to try to do, get 40 kills, win 10 games. Sometimes they get support and fire. I'd assume they go for destroy X amount of vehicles in 1 battle. It's at least the ones I was trying to do. And the way to get this is just to use the best vehicle and try real hard. And that's basically what the entire event's going to be, is try hard with the best vehicle in every event. It doesn't really take into concept of the battle itself. It's not a good adaptation. And I was thinking, they have an achievement for killing a vehicle that is 1 full BR higher than it. And this is the perfect opportunity. Why not, instead of get supporting fire, why not get, I forgot what it's called, get the achievement where you have to kill a vehicle that's 1 BR higher than yours. So that will influence people to take out the lesser vehicles. And in a sense, kind of make it a bit more balanced, because the vehicles that you do see will be much more varied instead of just the highest BR vehicles. And it wouldn't just be an overflow of low tier vehicles and no one would be able to get the achievement, because if you keep in the regular destroy 40 enemies or whatever, people are going to want to do these things fast. They're going to take out the higher tiered vehicle. So there you go. I just help flow out the balance, making these events a whole lot less stressful. Plus, getting support and fire is really annoying. It should just be assists. You can do those just as easily with a friend or without a friend. Of course, they're easier with a friend though. The finish battle first place, the last time they did the Chronicles events, they did something much better, was get a certain amount of points in each game. It was 2017, because New Year, ha. And I felt that was much better, because now you weren't competing with your teammates, you were doing it on your own. But this one has a bit of an issue, as it's extremely hard to do it in a tank because everyone is in a plane, because it's just easier to get points in a plane for some whatever reason. And another thing is in tank battles, the planes are extremely overused. Commonly you'll find an entire team is just full of aircraft, and they get 3 tanks, and they just get steamrolled, because no matter how much bombs you drop on the tanks, you can't win a game without having tanks on the ground. And there's some pretty simple ways you could fix this. Limit the number of planes, or just make it so planes require a certain amount of spawn points. We saw it in the Tier 9 April Fool's event, so why isn't it here? People love that event. Another issue, commonly everyone will just go to the tank battles and bomb the tanks, because it's just a whole lot easier than doing it with airplanes. And I just came out this a few hours ago. Why not have one of the challenges be related to bombing bases or whatever? And so it influences people to fly bombers. And so then the planes can go and shoot down bombers and not fuck up the tanks gameplay and totally throw that, have the Germans be completely screwed over and lose just about every match. What I also get quite annoyed about is the battles, they always seem like the calendar seems really Eurocentric when it comes to this. There's not a whole lot of Pacific combat. I think we get some more now with the Japanese tanks. There is a lot of those individual battles that happened in the Second World War, and I don't think it would be too hard to have more of them represented in the game. You can recycle the maps all you want. I don't have a big problem with that. But commonly, if you want to do well in this event, you're going to want to have either Russian or German, especially German tanks and aircraft too. This annoys me because we could have more battles going on at once. The battle in the Philippines, we're a week in maybe, and we're already in 1942, and that's nowhere on the calendar. I'm pretty sure Africa should start earlier. Honestly, my Second World War battle history isn't up to date, I guess you could say, but I do know that there could be more going on here that could represent each nation a bit more. And so someone who just joined the game has grinded most of the US tank tree and plane tree because they like American stuff, they would still be able to get a large amount of the prizes instead of, well, you didn't grind German, so you're screwed. And on that too, it could also break up the queue times. Instead of 100 million people queuing up to play their favorite Tiger, you could have 2 different battles where the queue times would be lessened because people who don't want to wait to try to drive the Tiger in Africa could try to drive the Tiger in, somewhere in Europe. I don't know. The argument for more battles would be better if someone else who had a better understanding of dates and time took it up. Another issue I have are the rewards. While I love free stuff, and I'm willing to attempt to get free stuff through challenges, I don't like is when you can't get all the advertised free stuff. It just seems like a tease. An audience member had stated that they probably did this because then they can reuse them in future events without anyone complaining that they already have that. I guess that's an understandable excuse, but I'm not entirely satisfied by it because I just want things. I guess I'm just being needy. And as a final complaint, it'd be real nice if Gaijin could give us a heads up instead of just thrusting upon us. I don't know, a day before saying tomorrow the Chronicles event will start. Instead of being, hey, what you doing? Event time, better drop everything. Can't schedule around Gaijin because we're just crazy. Gotta throw things out there. And to dismiss a few complaints I do commonly hear about these events, they do their best, I would assume, to attempt to balance the battles. There's no KV2s currently, so there's not many KV1s. The good vehicles are typically behind a spawn point wall. But seriously, you gotta do something about the aircraft. It's chaos. It's just mindless, pointless chaos. Of over the majority of the team. I was in a game where there were 3 enemy tanks. And I saw one. I shot him, and then I died by another that I didn't see. Actually, no. Died by a plane. We won easily because planes can't, from my knowledge, capture points, and if they tried, most of them would probably die. Also, I'd like to see more well thought out challenges. I said that earlier, but I think that's the biggest issue I hold with this is the lack of innovation in the challenges. They've always been the same. I've never liked them. They're really boring and grindy. They don't influence the event at all. They don't go along with how each individual battle plays out. It's just kill a bunch of people, win a bunch of games. I think having the kill tanks 1 BR higher challenge would be an extreme improvement, influencing people to use the lower BR vehicle. And typically that would match up with how things were historically. They didn't have an entire army of Tigers. I remember for the Operation Summer event, did not enjoy that one very much, but there might have been other reasons. I remember why. It's because supporting fire. I don't have any friends if you don't know, so trying to get someone to do events with me is rather are hard because I secretly hate everyone. But they didn't have the challenges limited to event matches, so you could just take out your favorite tank and attempt to grind them out. And honestly, I didn't see too many people complain about it. A lot of people are quite nostalgic for that. Hopefully we'll see something like that in the summer again. I personally like the themed events because I play the game not necessarily for gameplay, but for historical feeling, I guess you could say. To wrap things up, Gaijin, your event sucks. Put some more thought into the challenges. The prizes are fine. I've seen plenty of good things. Just put some more thought into it. It's not that hard. It took me like an hour to think of some much better, much more dynamic challenges. To round them up, what I was talking about, make one of the challenges so you have to kill tanks of a higher BR than yours. Make one of them regular kill a certain amount of enemies and win a certain amount of games to still influence people to use higher BR tanks. Limit planes or put them behind a spawn point wall. Make a bomber related challenge to influence people to get their planes out of the damn tank match, because that's for tanks, aircraft are just for support. Anyways, thanks for watching. I got a little off topic, but that happens. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. If you want to see more, subscribe. I'll throw out some more ranty-ish videos over time. Every time Gaijin makes something stupid, I'll probably make a rant, because this is a good way to vent out my frustrations and feelings. But yeah, have a good day.